Hello my friend, in this video I want to give you some tips and tricks when you are creating and using video ads in Facebook ads, as well as music links for basically just running Facebook ads to grow your Spotify streams. What we'll shortly be diving into is a couple clips from one of the lessons in one of the courses that I have out right now, and this is actually a free course that you can check out if you'd like to. It's called The Beginner's Guide to Facebook Ads for Spotify Success. There'll be a link in the description below if you want to get access to the complete course for free. Other than that, we're going to dive into the video right now and give you these tips and tricks on video ads as well as music links. So let's go. So the first thing that I would actually recommend you doing before actually hitting that green create button and building out your Spotify conversion ad is grabbing your video files and uploading it to the media library inside of Facebook. So right here I have three variations. The idea is to have three 15-second videos that have different portions of the song, but the visuals are more or less the same. And this way you can have multiple ads inside of that ad set like I mentioned, and allow Facebook to do the math and use its algorithm to figure out which is the best performing part of the song. It may not always be the chorus or whatever you think is the coolest part, and it's always good to give Facebook more to work with to find the best and optimize the ad all by itself. So I want to give you a quick view of how these ads look and kind of what you want to be doing when you create it. So basically, as you can see here, my recommendation is to do it in this vertical format. And let me just shrink it so you can see the full thing. There we go. My recommendation is to create it in a vertical format and keep it to 15 seconds. This way, what you can do is you can definitely upload it as Instagram story and Facebook story ads, but also by making sure that the most important information, like the album art here, is in the middle. You can actually crop it to be in different formats like the news feeds later, and I will show you that in a second. So the main components of a well-performing video ad is really just keeping it simple and letting the fan or the listener knowing exactly what they're getting into. So what you'll want to do is make sure that you have the song very prominent, as well as your artist name very prominent, as well as the album art. You'll want to have it front and center. You definitely want to keep the album there, and then having listen on Spotify as kind of the call to action. And then it's kind of not 100% needed, but having something like a swipe up kind of animation is something that you can do as well. Other than that, keeping it very simple, having the music playing. I'm not sure if it's going through right now, but just 15 seconds of the song, and then just some slight animation if you can do it. So I make my video kind of spin and turn and kind of fade in and out the background kind of thing. Very subtle. You see it's nothing too flashy whatsoever. The idea is to keep it super simple, super direct. That way the listener knows exactly what they're getting into when they see this. It's a song. They can see the artist name. They can see the song name. They can see, okay, we're going to be going to Spotify when I click on this ad. They know exactly what they're getting into. Super simple. You don't want to go too over the top and crazy. Just keep it nice and simple. So the idea is what you're going to want to do is have these three different ads, and they're all just different portions of the song. Other than that, they look exactly the same, as you can see here. Same visual. You don't have to go too crazy, anything like that. Just pick three different sections of the song. Once you have that created, what you're going to want to do in the Facebook ads manager is head over to the three lines over at the top, and you're going to want to head over to the media library. And this is just going to make it a little bit easier to kind of organize things when you're actually building out the ad. So what you'll want to do is create a new folder, and then over here we'll say test Spotify conversion ad. Obviously name it whatever makes more sense to you. And what you'll want to do is then go into test Spotify conversion ads, add in ad elements, add images and videos, and then you'll want to drag and drop or whatever you need to do. You can locate it via the browser or whatever. I'm just going to do drag and drop and upload them here, and it'll just make it a little bit easier, so that way when you are getting into creating the ad, you don't have to worry about making the video and uploading the video and all that stuff. It's all there, and you can just focus on getting the ads created and moving on with your day. So you're going to want to let this upload, and then you'll be ready to move on. Moving down to the ad creative, so this is the actual like video and the text and all that kind of stuff. What you'll want to do is head over to media and press add media, and then you're going to press add video. And then what this is going to do is going to show your media library that you just had. And since you've already uploaded it, you can go over to account videos, and then you're going to want to select business videos, and you can see here that there's all these folders that you created. We have the test Spotify one, and then boom, they're all right here ready to go. So we'll go ahead and press SFA to kick this off, and we'll press next. And then this is why I mentioned that you're going to want to kind of keep everything, the most important stuff like the artwork, kind of in a central area, because as you can see here, you can actually crop it within Facebook, and you don't have to make a separate video ad for the news feed and a separate video ad for the story feed. You can simply go over here to feeds in stream videos, and you can press one by one, and then you can actually press crop, and you can go like this and get what you want in it. I usually would keep listen on Spotify and the artwork, and then you can go ahead and press, I guess, preview so we can have a look, and you can see that's kind of what it's going to look like. You can see here that I left some of the name of the artist in there, so you can go close the preview, drag it down a little bit to kind of make it a little bit nicer, and press confirm. And then you can do this with the right column search results and instant articles as well. I'll just kind of do something similar to this. Nothing too crazy on this, because this one usually does not even, like Facebook won't even serve it in the right column search results or instant articles, but you can kind of clean it up a little bit so it looks a little bit nicer. So then you're going to go ahead and press done, and now your ad is the video ad's going to upload and get cropped and all that stuff, so you don't have to do it in Premiere or iMovie or anything like that, which is a real nice time saver. I really love this tip. This is kind of what you're going to want to set up. Again, as you saw earlier in the video ad, there's a lot of similarities between the ad and the music link, and then that's going to tie over to Spotify as well. You can see it's the same artwork. It mentions the album name, or it mentions the artist name again, and mentions the track name again. It says listen on Spotify again, all really in an effort of making sure that the listener or the fan always knows that they're in the right place. They see this artwork, and they see this artist name, and they see this song name, and it says Spotify, and they click it, and then they see a very similar experience, so they know they're in the right place. You're not getting too experimental and weird about how you're doing this, and that way they can click listen on Spotify. When they click this button, this will trigger that view content or the conversion event that you set up, and that way Facebook will know that it's done its job, and it'll try to find more people similar to who did click that button. In the example of a playlist campaign, what you're going to want to do is make sure that this button here is linking to the playlist that you've created, and you're going to want to create a playlist that has this song that you're promoting in the ad as the first song in that playlist, and you'll want to also make sure that that playlist has this exact same artwork. Again, it's just the same thing where you're trying to make sure that they see the ad with this artwork and artist name, song name, then they see the music link with this artist name, song name, and album art, and then when they hit the listen on Spotify button, they're taken to the playlist where they see the same artwork, they see the same artist name, and all that kind of stuff. Really trying to drive home that point, because that's super crucial, having a consistent experience. It's what's going to make or break your kind of ads, really. And although this lesson really isn't teaching about promoting an upcoming release, this could be the same thing where when they click on listen on Spotify, it can go to a new release, it can go to your profile, all that kind of stuff. Hello again. I hope that you found those tips and tricks useful. If you want to dive into the full course material for free, there will be a link in the description below to the beginner's guide to Spotify. The beginner's guide to Facebook ads for Spotify success. A little bit of a mouthful, but the link is in the description below. With that said, if you found the video useful, like and subscribe and all that good stuff if you would like to. Otherwise, good luck on your next release, and I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Have a good one.